Hello and welcome to another episode of FTE. I am your host, Brian Latimer, and today our theme is home stretch. That's right, it's December. For some of you, this week is it. For others, next week. Either way, within a few days, students will be a far gone memory because we will be on winter break, doing things that we like to do, whether it's doing research or just absconding and finding a faraway place to get away from students and faculty and every other insanity. But before we get there, I have 4 points to ponder that I think you really need to reflect on. Number 1, it is the end of the semester. We need to cross this finish line strong. Yes, it's been a marathon. We've dealt with student silliness, faculty and administration that drives us nuts. Reviewer 2 being in our grill telling us why our papers aren't good enough and all the other yada yada yada, right? Yes, it's tiring, yes, it's boring, and it's tedious as all get out, but we have to finish this semester strong. Don't let this stuff dismay you. Yes, we've dealt with 15 plus weeks of it already. Another week isn't going to kill us, hopefully, but we should make it through. Stay with the fight. Make it count. Finish strong, which dovetails into my second point. What you set in September, stick to in December. In other words, if you have policies that you stated in your syllabus, don't go changing them now. I know students are going to pull that begging game and cry stories of how their 9th grandmother this semester died. I get it, but you have standards. Stick to them. Don't just fall for any bleeding heart story. Do the right thing. Yes, they may not like you in the end after the result, but it's going to make them better. And you have stuck to your guns, and you know that you have standards. And I know there's a conflict there, and it's going to make you go crazy because you worry about students liking you. That dovetails into my third and then fourth points. 3, remember to breathe through your ass, okay? Seriously. All of you need to calm down about this stuff. Look, I understand there's this wanting to be liked with our students. I don't blame them. I like to be liked too. And I have a couple of students, for reasons that escape me, who like me. Fine, but that's not our job. This is not a popularity contest. We are here to instruct them on the finer points of whatever it is that we do. And so making sure that we do that job well and making sure that we don't take this popularity thing so seriously is going to be such a relief for all of you moving forward, because that's my last point. The course evaluations. I know some of you just abhor the idea of what students will say of you. I know some of you have probably looked on Yik Yak or Rate My Professor or Fizz. I know Fizz is like the latest and greatest new thing that they do. But the thing is, we're not here to be liked. Is it nice to be liked? Sure. But you gotta make sure that your standard is not falling to the wayside with all of this. I know it's hard to think of, but I myself have this issue with my students, and I tell them this constantly. The reason why I am so rigorous with you in my classes is because when you graduate from here, my name is attached to that piece of paper. And you are my ambassador to whoever you go and talk to. So I need to ensure that whoever you go and meet in your future endeavors, whether it's for a job or a connection or networking, whatever, that, you know, I reflect some of your competencies and they come out of you when you talk to them. And so I've never worried once about student evaluations. I've never worried about getting in their good graces. I know for some people that is almost impossible because they may not have a permanent job. They're not on tenure or anything like that. They may be adjuncts or just yearly, whatever. If you worry about what students are going to report to the dean and things like that, you're in for a bad time. Don't go tippy-toeing through all of this like you're going through a minefield. Take charge. Part of the reason why all this other stuff that's happened throughout the rest of the semester and why you've got to worry about finishing strong in that boils down to that issue. If you know your stuff and you're competent in your ability to teach these individuals, to get them to learn a thing from you, then student evaluation shouldn't matter. For some odd reason, as sarcastic and as big of a jerk as I am, my scores are always 4 above. I don't know how that happens. Apparently I must be okay and they must love to have somebody who talks like a blithering jerk. They like it for some odd reason. So here we are at the home stretch. Let's finish strong. Stick to the things that you've said that you wanted back in September. Make sure you complete that stuff here in December. Because otherwise, we're giving in and we're letting our standards fail. We cannot allow that. That standard cannot slip down any further. So, only a couple more days left. Can you do it? Can you hang? I know you can do it. Why? Because you've already managed to get a PhD at this point. Student landmines, they're nothing. You can survive a dissertation chair. You can survive a bunch of bleeding hearts who, oh, my third dead grandfather. You got this. Believe in yourself. At least a little bit. That's all I got for this office hours. I'll see you next time.